What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Jota's one to watch. He is the objective card from this Friday. We've managed to get the loan version, which I think is pretty cool. I like the fact that they've implemented that, as obviously the big thing back in, I think it was FIFA 19, FIFA 18 days, was they'd give you that option. They'd give you that loan card, even if it was just a basic SBC, a reviewer's dream, because if you're giving up a 79 rated squad and you don't really fancy the player, you just need to get the review, it's absolutely sorted. But they did take that away in FIFA 20, and they started to bring it back towards the end a little bit. Very far and few of them. Shapeshifters, we saw a lot of loans, and same with Foot Birthdays. So they were quite nice, as obviously for myself bringing content, it makes it a little bit easier rather than picking up players or trying to pick up players and then losing a lot of coins or just not really fancying doing the SBC. For instance, Ansu Fati, would have loved a loan version of him because he was expensive. But anyway, Jota is an objective, so he is a technically free card. All you have to do is give your time up. So all you've got to do is score in 4 separate squad battle matches on minimum professional with Liga NOS players. Very easy. I used personally Rafa, just whacked him up front, scored a goal, took him off, and just played the rest of the match. Assist with a through ball using Portuguese players in 4 separate rival matches. And again, all of these objectives are not win, which is always brilliant because you do get the loan Jota, so obviously you can go and use that if you don't have him. There's Jota, Martinho, Neves. There is so many Portuguese players. I'm not going to go through them all. If you really wanted, Ronaldo. Assist in 5 separate squad battle matches on minimum professional using a player with a minimum 4-star skill moves. Again, simple. Dembele, Ziyech, Ansu Fati, if you really did him. There is quite a few players with the minimum 4-star. Easy enough. It's just an assist. It's squad battles. Simple as. And then the final one is score 10 finesse goals using Premier League players in rivals. Again, no win. Absolutely fine. That one, it's just a grind. As you're doing one, you'll do the other. It's very simple. So for me, this already got a massive tick. No wins required. Doesn't really take that long. If you're going to really put your time into it and don't care about the result, or you just want to get it done, it's very simple. Personally, I've only got 1 objective left, I think, or 2 objectives, but I think I've got 1 finesse to go, and then just, I think, 2 assists with a Portuguese on rivals. Easy enough. I'll get that done tonight. So make sure you get that done, because for me, let's look at Jota now. 80 rated. I think he was really nice to start with. I have his gold version. He was absolutely exquisite to start with. He was quick, he had the skills, he did everything, and he looked really good. And then the people have started to catch up with him. I was playing with his loan version yesterday, and he just seemed like he was off the mark a little bit. And obviously with these one-to-watches, it's not always about the right now. It's always about what if. Liverpool, if you're being realistic, have had a pretty good season last season. Have they got off to the greatest start? They've done better than most. Obviously, they've coming off a big loss. We won't talk about it too much, but coming off a big loss, Jota could manage to find himself in the team. Any cups, any just lower league players, maybe Mane is out for injured, Salah's out for injured, and they switch his sides. There is so many kind of variables for him that he could play. And I think Jota as well actually did really well at Wolves. And I was sad to see him go, to be honest, because I do quite like the Portuguese dynamic in Wolves, which is always really nice. But Jota is not a bad player. He's a 4-star skiller with a 5-star weak foot. He is 5'10" with a high work rate. He is right-footed, I did mention that. 23 years old. 83 pace with 88 acceleration, 79 sprint speed. Shooting-wise, we've got 77 finishing with 82 positioning and shot power. 85 aggression, which is always nice. It's a nice little boost one there, because he does have 73 strength, which for a winger at this stage of the game at an 80 rated isn't terrible. His definite highest rated stat as such is his dribbling. 84 dribbling. He has 84 composure, which is very nice for an 80 rated card. 87 agility, 86 balance, 82 reactions, 84 ball control and dribbling. This card for me is very nice. I feel like he's got the potential, and if we can get, I'd say 3-4 informs from him, get him up to maybe an 86, 87, he's got the chance to be a very good card. That being said, that would take it'll take a while. It will take an absolute age to get him there, but he's free, And you could just leave him in the club, literally leave him in the club. If you come up with a Portuguese objective needed, if you come up with a Premier League Liverpool player objective, you've got one in the club, ready and raring. He's cost you nothing. For me, this is, for in terms of content, is a 10 out of 10, 100%. I always like the free stuff, and I think it's one thing that I didn't really take hold of last year. I kind of waited until about FUT birthday before I thought, you know what, we're going to get every objective card. Now I'm trying to do every objective card as well as every SBC. It's going to be tough, and obviously the objectives are a little bit easier because you've just got to play. The SBCs, especially right now, we're in limbo with no real packs coming out, no real grinding aspect yet, bar from maybe BPMs, SPM, GPM, upgrades, all of that good stuff. But that will take a lot longer than what it does for upgrade packs. But for me, Jota, quick, decent shooting. It's not necessarily amazing, but it's good enough. His dribbling is fantastic. I really did like that. Strength and physicality isn't awful, to be honest. I really thought he would be someone who got pushed off the ball a hell of a lot, but in real aspects, I actually quite liked him. I thought he was a really good player. Yes, right now, he may not be the greatest meta player on the game, and you might find that when you're going against the kind of better squads or someone who knows how to deal with him, yes, he will struggle a little bit more, but as a kind of fun player to start with the chance to go up and really do well, and had them links to Ronaldo and Liverpool players, which I feel like will feature very heavily in this game, and if he can do his part, then obviously you've got a really nice winger there. But anyway, let's get into some overall gameplay or overall end screen. That's just new, and we'll see you there. So going into the overall of him, as you can see, Ronaldo, Firmino, Thiago as the links today. We have got him as the objective player, and you can see on the screen, comes in at nothing, free. That means free. So looking at what chem style, people are using Hunter, Deadeye, Catalyst. So let's have a look at them. So Hunter, 93 pace, 84 shooting, turns him into an 82 left wing, 82 striker, 83 left forward. It's decent, good finishing, gets that really nice acceleration boost. If we're looking for, what was the next one? Deadeye. If we're looking at Deadeye, turns him into an 84 left wing, 85 left forward. It depends on what you want of him. If you are a pretty good passer of this game, because it seems to be something that really works, necessarily running down the wing constantly doesn't always work. Maybe you have a winger who's quicker, one who's better at passing. You kind of alternate between the two and your tactics. Always a nice option, so I can see why Deadeye is definitely in there. Does get that short passing up a little bit, as well as his vision, which is always nice, and still gets his finishing up quite a lot. And then the final one was Catalyst. This would be for your ultimate winger, someone who's going to be quick and can pass, but not necessarily going to go in on shoot. As you can see, the left forward has dropped, but the left wing has still stayed at 83. For me, I would what would I go with? I think it would be between Hunter and Deadeye. I feel like I would probably go with the Hunter aspect because I like him cutting in. I even like potentially moving him to a striker if needed. If I've got an objective to do, I'll whack him as striker and he'll hold his own there. He's quick, like I said, he's got a little bit of strength, and then obviously with the Hunter, his finishing definitely goes up. Other than that, let's have a look at his mode. What's he done in real life then? We've got him 1 sub-in, 2 matches, 1 goal. Not a bad little start for his career at Liverpool, to be honest. Links-wise, we've got no perfect. Obviously, there's quite a lot of... well, I say there's a lot. There's one really decent icon that you could get to link him, but there is a couple of others. Obviously, Deco, Roy Costa, and I can't remember the last one. Is there another one? Roy Costa. Is Figo a cam at some point? He might be a cam at some point. Obviously, then you've got some Wolves players who are going to link with him in a nice strong link. And then weak link, you've got like the Ronaldo. You've got, Bruno, in fact. Bruno's quite a nice one. And everybody else in the Premier League. I'm just trying to see if there's any other Portuguese players that I forgot about. Tellez, in fact. You can link with Tellez. But that's completely irrelevant. He's Brazilian. But anyway... hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below, have you got Jota or is it on your list to do? I would 100% recommend doing it. It will only take you probably, I'd say, a couple of hours if you, then that's like a max really. 4 or 5 squad battle games, easy enough. And then obviously you can just do the rival matches. You could even message someone just to ask to get them 10 goals, and then that gets it all in one. So potentially could take you literally no longer than probably an hour and a half, hour to the max. I'd say 2 to 3 hours, 3 hours being a real max. But hopefully you did enjoy the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one.